Hello everyone and welcome to a very, very wet Nublar 1993 and a proper park building series. I will not be fast forwarding this time around, no speed build situations. We're just gonna go through a couple of episodes building a new park in Sandbox. Obviously, we are in Sandbox. It doesn't look very sandy, but trust me, this is a sandbox. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be recreating the 5 depths and Isla Nublar. So we're going to be painting those maps onto our map using the terrain texture. So we're going to create 6 islands on Nublar 1993 and fill them with dinosaurs and all that fun stuff. And what we're going to be doing today is just an outline of the islands, just so I get the proportions right, and then we're going to be perfecting Matanceros. And the next episode we'll do the next island and so on and so forth. If you don't want to miss any of the episodes in this park building series, please subscribe to the channel. That would really help me out, and then you don't have to worry about missing an episode, and you can see the end result when it is indeed donezo. For your inspiration, so you can still enjoy this game to the fullest, even though we are in a bit of a dry spell in terms of updates and such. But you know, there's still creative things you can do with this game, and I'm hoping that this park building series will show you one of the ways you can get creative with it. So we have Matanceros, Tacaño, Muerta, Pena, Sorna, and Nublar, and we're gonna have to fit all of them in here. I'm in the Jurassic Park era solely because we need the freedom of being able to place the entry point for our guests. In the Jurassic World era, the entry point is here somewhere. That's going to be ocean in this map because I think we're like this bit over here is probably where Pena is going to be. Here we'd have Nublar, and this outline is where we'd have the 5 islands, and we're going to place the helipad on Matanceros because, well, it's, you know, it's thematically, it makes sense. It's the first island that we land on in the game, and it's the first island we'll be working on here. So what I'm doing, I'm actually going to hop back into map view. What's difficult about being able to fit any sort of map, recreating a map on this piece of land, is that you can't zoom out far enough to see the entire thing at once. And that makes it just a little bit difficult to get the proportions right. But I'm going to angle it like this, and we're just gonna draw in the islands and, you know, perfect them as we go. So this is where Nublar would be. It's at a bit of an angle. So this would be Nublar. It's a little bit more, it's shaped like you know, like a tooth, I guess. So let's see if something like this works. I'm just gonna widen this up. There. Not gonna worry too much about the shape of it. I just want to get the proportions of everything right. I have a reference to my left, and I'm hoping that I also put it up on the screen for you to see. And I actually angled the reference image just to make it easier for myself, because we're obviously working at an angle here right now. I'm thinking it is technically too big, but this is pretty close to the size that we're gonna have to do to make it work. I'm gonna make it just slightly smaller, but I think it's a good start. So I'm gonna slim it down just a little bit. If at any point I'm either rambling or becoming deathly quiet, that's just because, you know, I'm awkward. Let's just keep it at that. It's not doing wonders for the shape right now, but let's see. It's more like that. Just the tip. There you go, just the tip. I'm already worrying too much about the shape. There's no point in that. So I'm just angling it again. Angle seems pretty good. So I think this is what I'm gonna go with as the base. So now we're gonna do Matanceros up on the top over here. Something like that, right? Right? Something like that? Better. Much better. Okay. So, new starting point. And here we go again. Next island. Is my orientation still correct? I'm sorry. I keep going back and forth, but... You know, I do want to get it as good as I can. So, we're gonna draw the next one. Let's start it over here, actually. So, it curves. Goes straight like that. I know it's closer than it should be, but like I said, pick your battles. Pick your battles. It's a little bit wider over there. And then it has like, I don't know, squiggly little island chain over here. There, something. Okay, back to map view. He can angle a little bit more. So let's angle him more. I'm trying to decide, like, how I'm gonna do it in terms of the dinosaurs. Because it's very tempting to, like, want to put every dinosaur that you unlock on a given map and put them on these islands, but I mean these are pretty small islands, so that's not gonna work. That's just gonna look ridiculous. So we're probably gonna go with like the greatest hits or something. The greatest hits of I feel like Nublar. I might need to lower Nublar. Maybe that's the solution. Maybe I've been approaching this all wrong already. So, yeah, I think in terms of dinosaurs, it's just going to be, like, the greatest hits. So, the best dinosaurs from each of the maps as we unlock them. I am going to move Nublar down a little bit. I think that's better. That's better, because we don't need a lot of space here, because these islands are pretty small. So now let's do Sorna. I keep switching when I should not switch. So let's give Sorna as much space as possible, and it goes like that, and it gently curves. That's much less gentle than I thought. And we go down. I'm just literally like looking back and forth to my reference. Oh, it's gonna connect there. It's gonna annoy me. Wait, let's angle it properly. I think it's not too shabby. Something like that, something like that. Okay, let's fill it in. Actually, let's see if we can... Oh, man. Don't you just... Excuse me, hate this big old hill right there. I just want to separate it. Let go! Let it go! Okay. No, that's the wrong function. Thank you very much. You have like this... There's like a tiny dot, like here or something. It really bugs me that I can't for the life of me remember the correct order of the islands. I think this is the Canyo, but I really don't know. It's been so long since I've played the campaign Y'all know I'm a total sandbox girl. Y'all know that. And if you don't, well, you do now. It's more like a lump there. I need to keep reminding myself that I don't need to perfect this right now, because that's something we're gonna tackle in like future episodes. This is just for the outline, but I just can't help myself. I mean, we need a good reference, right? It needs to be a decent reference. So we're zooming back out. Getting the angle sort of similar. Is this gonna work? I think it's okay in terms of size. I think it's okay. I'm not in love with the shape of it, but maybe that's because I haven't added the rivers yet. That might be it. Might not be it. Who knows? Like the bottom. Let's just leave it like that. We can go back in and fix it in future episodes. Really need to remind myself that that's not the priority right now. Okay, so next island. Let's start it here. It starts with like a little bit of a squiggle. Doesn't everything start with a little squiggle? We love a good squiggle. Penna is going to be a little bit weirdly oriented, I can already tell. Okay, so it has like this little thing. It has a thing. Like a little nub. I think the nub is supposed to be longer, like that. And then Penna would be like right here. Yeah, our Penna is gonna be a little bit weird. Because Penna is supposed to like extend more in that direction, but obviously I can't do that. Penna's so weird. Penna's weird. Something like that? Let's check. I don't hate it. I think this is too big. I think it's too big. Interesting. So let's slim it down a little bit. There, and then redo Penna just a little bit. Like that. Penna is a sausage. Penna's definitely a sausage. Here you go. Big old sausage fest. Yeah, no. Terrain constraints. Awesome sauce. Let's just do it like that. I'm not displeased with that. Could have been a lot worse. Nublar, we might make that a little bit bigger at some point. Obviously, we're gonna need to be refining the shapes as we get to those islands. But like I said, that's like future episode kind of stuff. So let's work on getting Matanceros better right now. I wish we could just draw like this. It'd be so much easier. Let's just outline like the space that we can use. I hate it when he does that. We can go from here to here, no further. This is the space we have. Like so. And then it's gonna be just as big as Nublar. That don't make no sense. So let's make it from there to there. And then in this space, I'm gonna have to fit in a lot of detail. That's gonna be difficult. That's not what I meant to do at all. Actually, let's draw it in with sand, because I'm still gonna be able to see this when I just play around with the terrain tool. Or the water tool, I should say. Wrong. There. So that's the space that I have. Which gives me an idea. Should I try drawing it with the sand? Nah. I'm not that dedicated. Starting over yet again. Okay, so this is gonna be the top half. But this is the bottom. See my troubles, people. See my troubles. It's just so tempting to make it bigger, but it can't be bigger. Because the map isn't big enough for that. How to make the biggest map in the game feel tiny as balls. Try drawing all 6 islands on it. This is like the little island or peninsula. I keep saying island. It's not an island. Okay, so that's one of the things I keep doing wrong. It's way too big. That's good. We can move that over a little bit. Sorry, I've been quiet again. I've been getting annoyed at myself. Here, teeny tiny island. Like that. I'm just gonna have to go with this because I've already wasted so much time. In terms of size, I mean, it's a little too big, but we can make Nublar a little bit bigger in the end. Doesn't matter if it gets closer to Sorna. So this is the shape I'm just gonna go with. This is how it's just gonna have to be, people. Okay, let's just erase my chalk lines. And yeah, I'm gonna stop finicking with it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to be building the first like guest facility stuff on this island. I keep wanting to fiddle with it. I'm being so annoying right now. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm not actually going to stop though. I just want this to have like a prettier shape. That's the only word I'm gonna. That's not necessarily. Oh, that's better. That just looks a little bit less like a little. I don't know, like a little, like that. So this is what we're gonna go with. So what we need to fit on this island is like an exhibit, at least one exhibit. What else? Obviously the arrival point. I want to do, like, the visitor center needs to be on Nublar, obviously. But we're gonna have to work with, like, the helipad and stuff over here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place, like, facility stuff over here. On the south part of Matanceros, and then make this into an exhibit. Let's just see where it lands. Here you go. So the arrival helipad. It's pretty big. How can we make this pretty? I know a lot of people are, like, concerned about the future of Jurassic World Evolution, and I'm starting to get there too. You know, there hasn't been a lot of, well, there hasn't been any news, and it is a little bit frustrating, but, you know, we're just gonna soldier on, enjoy the game to the best of our abilities, and just, yeah, just get the most out of it. You know, I'm not gonna give up on this game. I'm not gonna give up on this channel. I'm just gonna keep going. You know me. I'm just gonna keep building. So, what else do I want on this island? Oh, I really wish that Frontier would just introduce officially, like, a mixed eras feature. Because I'd love to just have a viewing gallery looking at the dinosaurs and not necessarily a tour. Let's see what else we can even fit in here. I mean, it's not that... I wish I could make that work, but I cannot. I'm just, it's like a little puzzle, you know? You just gotta see where it might fit. I think what I'm gonna do is like this. You have to get the most out of the space. It's like building on Penna all over again, but this is self-inflicted. I've chosen this kind of suffering. Don't attach. Don't be rude. These things have like a massive hitbox around it. Look at that. It's ridiculous. It's gonna bug me so much. Oh my god, my OCD is like running rampant right now. Like, that's how far he'll go. Let me guess. Oh, that is gonna work. Okay, well that's something, I guess. I've never been more annoyed at the game than I am right this very second. Nothing about that process was comfortable. Can we fit 2 facilities? We can. Okay. Okay. And like do a restroom here. We're being really efficient with space, people. Nope. No. 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 I was so happy with myself too, but that's not gonna work at all. Oh, there you go. That'll do, pig. That'll do. This is annoying. Come on, big boy. There, you know you wanna. You know you wanna. There you go. Okay, so this is gonna be our little guest welcome area. Let's do like a little bit of landscaping because obviously, you know, this is a coastline, so we have the beach. Going all the way around, I'm guessing. Still thinking about which dinosaurs to add. Obviously Ceratosaurus, because that's like the big moment. Struthiomimus is like classic Matanceros. And a Matanceros. Do we also get Triceratops on Matanceros? I think we do. Let's make this all sandy. She's looking a little flat, so let's like give her some. Oh, that's the wrong direction. There you go. You know, obviously it's tempting to like also recreate the buildable area that we get on Matanceros, but that's gonna be way too challenging to make that work. Oh lord, let's not mess with the shape. Oh. Let's raise it up a little bit. I'm just, you know, flying by the seat of my pants. Being totally professional about it. So in terms of fences... How should I... Oh, I totally forgot. I need, like, hatcheries and stuff. Let's put that over here, actually. Here you go. It's like going to be the temporary factory floor of sorts. And then I'm just going to delete that in the end. So this is where we're going to have our... hatcheries. Let's do 3 because I'm pretty impatient. You may not have guessed, but I actually am pretty impatient. And also a ranger state. Oh, it's so tiny. There you go. Another thing that I wish was a thing is being able to place multiple arrival points in the Jurassic Park era. I mean, it seems so simple, right? Why isn't it a thing? Like, we can place it ourselves now, so why can't we just place multiples? It seems so simple to me, and I don't know, I guess I just want to have faith in Frontier in the sense that you know, believe that they're not doing it to annoy us. They have legitimate reasons, but I can't imagine what those reasons are. Why can't we have multiple arrival points? Why can't we have mixed eras at this point without using mods again? Because I don't want to use mods. Why isn't that a thing? I'm like trying to wrap my brain around that. Because there are a couple of like teeny tiny things that would make this game even better than it already is. And you know, I think this game is awesome. But there's still like that little wiggle room for improvement that will make such a big difference. And I wonder if they're still gonna, you know, if they're still gonna optimize this game with that little bit of wiggle room. We all know those leaks, like, I mean, the credibility of it hasn't been confirmed or whatever, but it seems reasonable, right? That those recent leaks, they make sense. Let's put it that way. I would not be surprised if those were to be true. That, you know, they're not going to be developing any more assets for Jurassic World Evolution because they're going to go with the sequel. I mean, it makes sense for them to do a sequel, and it makes sense for them to hold off. Oh, you. Oh. Fine. What was I saying? It makes sense for them to hold off stuff for a sequel, make that more attractive, but it's not ideal for us. What do you mean in water? It is definitely not in water. You need to check yourself. And then it's gonna go like into the main part of the exhibit. It would have been so much better if we just had a viewing gallery. But at this point, you know, I still want to believe that we're gonna get the mixed eras in the game officially, so I'm not gonna do any mods. And then go into the water. Alrighty, so we have like this itty bit over here. It's just gonna branch off in two directions. Curve this way. Actually, let's take our guests by the beach. That's weird, isn't it? Might be able to make that work. We might actually do a little exhibit in here. Even though, you know, obviously guests won't be able to see anything because apparently our guests are blind. But we could do that. Let's get started on the first dinosaurs. Right. So he's not seeing this as connected. That's going to be quite annoying. We're gonna make a ridiculously long bridge. So we're gonna have like a land bridge over here. There were like islands over here. We'll be able to use those. So we're gonna like connect this. I'm gonna put path over here. And let's also use like this point. Yeah, so that's just what's what it's gonna have to be like. And we're gonna go all the way up to our little temporary worker island. So, like, this entire thing is gonna be deleted at the end. There, beautiful. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do Ceratosaurus. I'm gonna go with the basic skin, because when we're on Matanceros, we don't have any new skins. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do Edmontosaurus. I know the alphabet. Also basic skin. Let's do like 3. And then do a bunch of Struthies. And I'm also gonna do basic skin, even though I love rainforest and arid. So much. There, so this... Look at all of these cars. Can we adjust that? No. Okay, so we have a ton of cars in this exhibit. So this is gonna be Ceratosaurus, Edmontosaurus. And then we're gonna just dunk some Struthies in here. I've rarely been as annoyed with the game as I am today. Like, for some reason, whatever I want to do, it's just not working. It happens, people. Actually, I want to be able to fit trees, like, behind those buildings. So, let's do that. These Jurassic Park era fences don't curve as nicely as the Jurassic World fences. That's a shame. Like, they're really stiff. Like, they have really big segments. Which is a pretty big downside, in my opinion. Because there are a few things as satisfying as perfectly curving a fence around a path. There, so that's like our Struthie exhibit. I used to like Matanceros, but only because it's so easy. Like, I went back there. It's probably the only campaign island I went back to regularly because it's so chill. All of the other ones, well, I guess Tacanho is pretty chill as well. But Penna, Sorna, they are moody. And Muerta kind of is too. Alright, so all of our dinosaurs are ready. Let's release the sorry, the Ceratosaurus. Yeah, I still love the Ceratosaurus, and I got chills when it first released. You know, when you're first playing the game, you're playing through the campaign, and you get your first big carnivore. That was like, oh my god, I love this game. That was like, that moment sold it for me. Let's start shooting these guys and move them over. And we're actually going to, oh right. I need a gate. Yeah, I know, you need a gate. There you go, here's your gate. We're gonna continue work in the next episode of this park building series. Let's just casually connect this, pretend nothing is wrong. There you go. So yeah, next episode we're going to finish up Matanceros, move over to the next island, and add more dinosaurs and stuff. So let me know in the comments down below which kind of dinosaurs you want to see, and what other inspirational ideas you have for the future islands that we're going to be building on. So, you know, give me just some ideas to make them unique from one another. Like Penna might be really rocky or stuff, or just, you know, useless like it is in the campaign, and an island you really don't want to be on. But yeah, just let me know in the comments if you have any ideas that I can steal to make my life easier. And yeah, I hope you'll join me again for the next episode. And if you don't want to miss it, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you'll get notified as soon as the next episode comes online. And also, this will be the last video prior to my Q4A video, which is a Q&A video, but better, because I'm also getting to ask you guys questions. So answer my question in the pinned comment down below, and then ask whatever question you want to ask me, and I'll answer as many as possible in the upcoming Q4A video, which will be uploaded this weekend. So, you know, a lot of awesome questions have been asked already, so I hope that you'll bring it home with the final few fun ones. And I'm gonna stop rambling now, stop this video, go to bed, and I hope I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, enjoy the game.